what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
A month-long human trafficking investigation is resulting in the execution of 2 search warrants in Nashville, one here at the business on Fessler's Lane, another on Blue Willow Court in Antioch. The police department, again, over the past several months, has been investigating certain persons who we believe have been trafficking women for the purposes of prostitution in the Nashville area. Arrests will be made today. The grand jury has indicted certain persons in connection with this investigation. Until we determine exactly who is in custody, we're going to hold the names at present. But the grand jury has indicted several individuals, and search warrants are being executed. The business behind me is only this one suite where a recording studio, makeshift recording studio was, and I guess they were selling some other merchandise out of there. But we believe that the principals involved in the human trafficking case were operating out of here as well as the home in Antioch. The home in Antioch is still being cleared. There were persons there when officers went in this morning to execute the search warrant. There were no persons here at the business.
You know how many people that you think may have been in the traffic, not suspects, but victims in the human trafficking?
We'll be able to detail that for you later in the day. At this point, with things still going on in Antioch, that's the extent of what I can tell you.
Did you give a number of how many were indicted? Can't do that, can you?
Not just yet, until we ascertain exactly who's in custody and who's not.
So, kind of walk us through what you did here, because I didn't see anybody come out and nobody taking the custody here. Was this just more of a evidentiary type going in here to try to find things?
No, the police department's SWAT teams took part in the execution of these search warrants. There's a SWAT team out in Antioch, and there was a SWAT team here. I can tell you that one of the persons who is under indictment is a convicted felon, which caused a certain threat assessment that leveled up to the level of a SWAT to assist in the execution of these search warrants. No one has been injured. No one has been resistant to the police department in Antioch. There was no one here. Obviously, when the search warrants were executed this morning, we were unclear as to who might be where. So the search warrants were executed simultaneously. No one was here. Certain persons were at the property in Antioch, and certain persons were not at the property in Antioch, to my understanding. Looking to see who's in custody, who's not. Again, one of the principals is a convicted felon for violence, and I do not believe that that individual is in custody at this moment.
Can you talk about just an operation like this morning, middle of rush hour traffic, a lot of people around, just what it takes for the officers to go in and make something like this happen safe?
Well, the police department this morning, just prior to the execution of the search warrant, sealed off Fessler's Lane, stopped traffic going in both directions, made sure that the foot traffic, pedestrian traffic was not in the immediate vicinity as the officers went in to execute the search warrant. There were some loud bangs heard, if you will, when the door was breached. But there was no one here at this particular location. SWAT cleared the building, turned it back over to the human trafficking detectives. SWAT has also been clearing the building out in Antioch.
Can you just talk about the police department's response to these human trafficking type? Is this a phenomenon, basically?
We'll detail that more later today. Okay, but we do have, obviously, the police department does have a human trafficking component, and this is an investigation that's been going on for months. This is not something that occurred overnight or yesterday. This investigation has been going on for months. Okay, thank you, sir.
Thanks, Don.
Metro Police say it was part of a multi-jurisdiction drug investigation. Metro says officers did announce themselves and commanded that anyone inside come out of that apartment before distraction devices were deployed. News 2's Nikki McGee is live tonight in Antioch, where neighbors say they would like to know more about what was happening in that situation. Nikki.
Yeah, Haley, well, police say they were clearly marked when they came to issue that search warrant here at the Hobson Loft Apartments, but residents tell us they're still shaken by what they saw and heard. The Workers' Dignity Group tells us they learned about the situation just last week. Now they've gone to the Community Oversight Board to ask for an investigation. Video shows at least 21 officers passed through a breezeway before neighbors say they heard an explosion. Police did not find anyone inside, but they did confiscate a gun and 30 grams of crack. They eventually arrested the suspect. Leaders with the Workers' Dignity Group say residents would have liked more communication on what exactly happened here and whether they needed to be concerned.
They want to know what happened, why was the reason that they were there, whether they found anybody or not, whether this, was it in vain? Was all this trauma and stress in vain? They really want answers on that.
Now, the Community Oversight Board tells us they are investigating this and they are concerned over what they're calling, quote, apparent flashbangs. Reporting live in Antioch, Nikki McGee, News 2.